Good morning from my little campground in Florida. I'm gonna make some breakfast and some coffee, and then we'll sit down and chat and yap about my whirlwind of a road trip from Ohio to Florida in February. It was crazy. Hi friends, I'm sure as you can tell, I am not in Ohio right now. I am in Florida. It's beautiful this time of year here. I lived here for a decade, so I know the summer sucks here, but I needed a break from winter. So here we are. I road trip from Cleveland to the Orlando area, and I just have some like little video clips I want to show. I have been so busy this trip, so here's how that went. So firstly, we left Cleveland around 1 o'clock on a Thursday, and we got all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina. My boyfriend was with me for the first half of this trip. So we got to Charlotte, North Carolina, and we camped in a Planet Fitness parking lot. It was horrible. It was our first night car camping, so we didn't really know what we were doing. It was freezing cold. Our window covers wouldn't stay up. It was kind of loud in the area, so we were not vibing with that, and I was worried that's how the rest of the trip was gonna go. So then we wake up very early on Friday, and we get in the car and we drive from Charlotte, North Carolina to Savannah, Georgia. And we just walked around Savannah, had a really good time. It was beautiful there, but we only had a few hours to kill. So then we went to our campsite, and a lot of the campsites were booked out because it was Valentine's Day weekend and also President's Day was Monday. So a lot of people had long weekends. That's why I went on the trip. So online there was no campsites available. So I had to like call and book one. There was no photos or anything, but I was with my boyfriend at the time, so I wasn't too nervous. So we got to that campsite. Holy crap. It was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was on an abandoned train track on a river, and it was kind of cool, but it was a little sketch. Luckily, like I said, I wasn't alone for that, but we stayed the night there and we actually got some decent sleep, thank goodness. The bathrooms were disgusting. I was pretty mad that we paid the same price as we paid for other beautiful campgrounds. So then we woke up that next morning, packed up real quick, and we went down to the Orlando area. We stayed at a campsite called Lake Monroe in Florida, and that was really nice. It was super private. The Georgia one was not private at all. There was people everywhere right next to us, and it was like crazy. They were partying and stuff, so it was loud. But this campsite was super nice. The bathrooms were pretty nice. Like, it was what I would want from a paid campground. And we stayed there 2 nights. We went to the Daytona 300 the day before Daytona 500. I'm not a big crowd person, so we did not go to the 500, but it was super cool. We saw like 6 car crashes and got back to our campsite and just hung out. We had like such a good time. My only mistake so far this trip was, so I have like a small cooler, and I brought chicken, tofu, eggs, and the ice was melting like crazy because I put too much in the cooler, so the lid wasn't closing all the way, and I had to throw out so much food. Oh, I baked potatoes too. Like, I had to throw out so much food. And then we get to our campsite and my propane is out, and we're like far from civilization, of course, at a campsite, so I couldn't like cook us dinner or anything. So we did a lot of eating out, but that's fine. It's our first run, and we did a very long road trip for our first time, so what can be expected? So then yesterday afternoon we went to Disney Springs, and we also went to this totally missed it. We went to this place called Wekiwa Springs the day before yesterday. That was beautiful. I have some stuff to insert here. and then we just hung out at our campsite the rest of that day. Then the next morning, we wake up and he has to fly out because he didn't have as much PTO as me. So we put him on a plane, my boyfriend. So I am alone today at a campsite called Kelly State Park. It's on a spring. It's super beautiful here. Last night, I saw a panther. I was so scared. So last night I went out to dinner with my friend who lives here, and I didn't get back till like 8:30. So as I'm entering the gate code and pulling in, I see a big cat run past me, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. So I freaked out, and I just like, and it's my first night camping alone too, the only time I've seen an animal our whole trip, like a big animal. So I was like, that's a little scary, but I'm in a locked car, so I'm good, right? So I get back to the campsite, I like run to bathrooms, I get ready for bed, and I get in the car and lock it real quick, and I slept like a baby. So that was nice. Today is actually my last day before I start heading back up by myself, so I will be filming all that more vlog style than I did the rest of this trip. We were just so busy jetting around. It's been so much fun. Not gonna lie, the car camping isn't the most comfortable because I'm 30. So I have to like scrunch up a bit. I'm kind of tall, I'm 5'6", so I had to scrunch up a bit, so my knees will hurt and stuff like that, but I'm an old woman now, so that's to be expected. But yeah, I have had such a good time, and I'm gonna show you guys my trip back too. It's me from the editing station 3 months after I filmed this video. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry. I did not film my, oh my god, a bunny just ran by. Anyway, I did not film my trip back home because there was a crazy snowstorm, of course, because I was going on a road trip in February from Ohio to Florida. There's gonna be a snowstorm, and I got caught in it, and it was really, really scary. I saw like 5 big semi crashes, but luckily I got home safely. Obviously, here I am. My car's in good shape. I even went on a solo camp trip. I did not film that because I just wanted to relax, but maybe next time I go I will film that. Yeah, it's all been great. So I'm really sorry. If I have something to insert here from the scary road trip home, I will.